You have been working hard. You have been showing up, putting in the effort, following the advice, and yet the results are not there. Not where you expected them to be. The reason is not your willpower. It is not your effort. The reason is that much of what women have been told about fitness for decades is simply not true, and those lies have been quietly keeping you stuck. The fitness industry is worth over $100 billion globally. A significant portion of that revenue depends on you believing things that are incomplete, misleading, or designed to keep you buying. Not because of conspiracy, but because simple myths sell. Today, we are breaking down 8 of the most persistent fitness lies women still believe, and what the science actually says to do instead. Some of what you hear today will feel uncomfortable. It may mean that time you have invested working really hard was not spent in the most effective way. But that discomfort is the beginning of something much better. Because once you have accurate information, everything changes. Your training becomes smarter, your results start to compound, and you stop fighting against your own biology. So let us begin. Here is something most people do not know. For decades, the majority of exercise science research was conducted almost exclusively on male subjects. The guidance women received was often adapted, not developed, from studies that never included them. Women's hormones, cortisol responses, and muscle fiber distributions are genuinely different. Following advice built for men's physiology was always going to produce limited results for women. Fitness myths survive because they are simple, they generate short-term results, and they sell products. Almost any new fitness program produces results in the first 2 to 4 weeks, not because the method is optimal, but because novelty causes temporary adaptation. That early progress feels like confirmation, and when results stall weeks later, most women blame themselves rather than questioning the approach itself. Lie number 1, cardio is the best way to burn fat. Steady-state cardio burns calories during the session, but it also elevates cortisol, particularly in women already managing high life stress. Chronically elevated cortisol signals the body to store fat, especially around the abdomen. Strength training, by contrast, elevates your resting metabolic rate, meaning your body burns more energy around the clock, long after the session ends. Lie number 2. Lifting weights will make you look bulky. Women produce 10 to 20 times less testosterone than men, the primary hormone responsible for significant muscle mass. What strength training does produce is a sculpted, strong physique with improved bone density, better posture, and a higher resting metabolic rate. The defined, toned look most women are after comes from muscle combined with reduced body fat, and you build that muscle by lifting. Lie number 3. Eating less is always better. When you consistently eat below your energy needs, your metabolism adapts by slowing down to match your intake. Your body becomes more efficient at surviving on less. Fat loss stalls. Muscle mass decreases. Your resting metabolic rate drops further. Eating enough of the right foods is not a luxury. It is a physiological requirement for the body composition most women actually want. Lie number 4. If it does not hurt, it is not working. Soreness measures muscle damage, not muscle growth. And those are not the same thing. As your body adapts over weeks and months, workouts become less sore even while remaining highly effective. Training through genuine pain rather than manageable discomfort raises injury risk, keeps cortisol chronically elevated, and disrupts the recovery cycle. Progress built on pain is fragile. Progress built on smart training compounds. Lie number 5, and this is the most important one. Rest days are when your body actually transforms. Muscle fibers repair and grow during recovery, not during the workout itself. Hormones regulate, energy systems restore. Skipping rest because it feels counterproductive is one of the most common reasons women plateau. For women managing stress, career, family, and a full life, intentional rest may be the single most effective thing you add to your fitness plan. Lie number 6. You can target fat loss in specific areas. Hundreds of crunches will not burn belly fat. Leg lifts will not slim your thighs. Fat release is systemic. Your body determines where to mobilize stored energy based on genetics and hormones, not which muscle is contracting. What you can do is build muscle in specific areas, changing your shape and proportion. The fat comes off body-wide, on your body's own timeline. Lie number 7. The more you sweat, the harder you worked. Sweat is a cooling mechanism, influenced by room temperature, individual physiology, hydration levels, and yes, exertion. But only as one factor among many. You can sweat heavily in a hot room doing minimal work and barely sweat during a high-quality strength session. Measure your effort by progressive performance, heavier weights, more reps, better form, not by how wet you get. Lie number 8. The right supplement will accelerate everything. The supplement industry generates billions by positioning products as essential shortcuts. Most fat burners, detox teas, and appetite suppressants have minimal research behind them, and some carry side effects that outweigh marginal benefits. The supplements with genuine evidence for most women are protein, creatine, and vitamin D. Everything else deserves your skepticism before your money. So what does work? Progressive strength training 2 to 4 times per week, combined with adequate protein, around 1.6 to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight, provides the foundation that actually changes body composition over time. In the first weeks, you may not see the scale move, but your body will be reshaping, your strength compounding, and your metabolism rising. The results are real. They require time, and they are absolutely worth it. Sleep and stress management are not soft lifestyle suggestions. They are core physiological training variables. Poor sleep elevates cortisol and ghrelin, the hormone that drives hunger, and suppresses leptin, which signals fullness. Chronically elevated stress directly interferes with fat metabolism, regardless of how clean your nutrition is. If you are training hard but sleeping poorly under persistent stress, your hormonal environment is working against your results. The most effective fitness approach is the one you can sustain. Not the most extreme, not the most fashionable, not the one that promises the fastest result. 3 consistent workouts per week sustained across 12 months will produce more transformation than 3 intense weeks followed by burnout and nothing. Sustainability is not a compromise. It is the strategy. The compounding effect of consistent effort over time is extraordinary. If you have spent years working hard and not seeing the results you hoped for, please hear this. It is not a character failing. The information most women received about fitness was incomplete at best and misleading at worst. Your body has not failed you. The approach was wrong. And recognizing that is genuinely the turning point. You now have an accurate framework for how your body works and what it actually responds to. That changes everything from here. Women's bodies are extraordinarily adaptive. They respond powerfully to the right stimulus, the right recovery, and the right nutrition. When you stop fighting against your biology and start working with it, understanding how hormones, sleep, stress, and training interact, the results that once felt impossible begin to feel inevitable. This is not about perfection. It is about precision, patience, and finally having the right information. You have it now. To summarize the 8 lies: cardio-only training, fear of lifting, chronic undereating, chasing soreness, skipping rest, believing in spot reduction, measuring effort by sweat, and trusting supplements over fundamentals. Replace them with progressive strength training, adequate protein, quality sleep, managed stress, and genuine consistency. Apply that combination over time, and the transformation you have been working toward becomes a matter of when, not if. Subscribe to Health and Fitness with Ella Every week we share science-backed tips for living your healthiest, strongest life.